Hey, welcome back to Dunk Talk, everyone. So, the Celtics are reportedly interested in dropping their 2028 pick protections to compete for the Spurs' Jakob Poeltl trade. Now, I am hearing more rumbles around the league about what teams might be up to, and recently Shams Charania has posted some information about the Celtics completely unprotecting their 2028 first-round pick that is already owed to the Spurs to go ahead and grab Poeltl off of their roster and then fill it in with their own depth at center. Now, this should allow the Celtics to not depend on the aged Blake Griffin, and it should help balance out Robert Williams, who is constantly in and out of games due to injuries. Now, currently, Boston has obligations to send that draft pick to the Spurs in a swap from the Derek White deal, should San Antonio ask for it, unless it's the number one overall pick. But in this proposed rumor Poeltl deal, the Spurs would get the 2028 first-round pick outright, and the first overall pick protection would be dropped. Now, it's been said multiple times from the Spurs organization that they would prefer 2 firsts for Poeltl, and it could be possible that since the Celtics already owe the Spurs a first-rounder, maybe they can negotiate another player already on their roster, or maybe even a couple of second-round picks, or quite possibly maybe just another first rounder, but this time heavily protected. I do think that if Poeltl ends up joining the Celtics, it would be a perfect fit for that team to add some depth to their front court as they gear up for a championship push this year. Poeltl is a skilled center with good offensive play and pretty decent defense in the post. Not to mention, he's been coached by Popovich, who's been known to turn average players into solid NBA prospects. So overall, I think this might be a nice move for the Celtics if they can make it happen. Now let's go ahead and quickly discuss some details about Serge Ibaka. It looks like the Nets, the Heat, and the Hawks are monitoring potential trades with the Bucks. Now the Bucks have yet to find much of a role for Serge Ibaka this season, and to be honest, it doesn't seem like they intend to do so. Ibaka is a name to monitor ahead of the NBA trade deadline. Ibaka and the Bucks have had some internal discussions, and the Bucks have recently agreed to find a trade as a resolution. Ibaka has only appeared in 16 games for the Bucks this season, and he's been averaging about 11.6 minutes per game during those appearances. He's averaging only 4.1 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 0.4 blocks, and he's struggled to stay healthy over the last few seasons in his NBA career. Now, according to hoopshype.com, the Brooklyn Nets, Miami Heat, and Atlanta Hawks are all interested in Ibaka. It is being said that the Milwaukee Bucks would be willing to part with Ibaka for a second-round pick, according to some NBA executives who spoke with Hoop Hypes. The options are limited for the Bucks as far as a trade is concerned. He is signed to just 1 year of a contract worth $2.9 million, making this deal not all that helpful for salary matching purposes without involving other contracts maybe in a trade package that could go a 3-team trade. If they do decide to go a 3-team trade, it would have to include guys like Cam Reddish, Eric Gordon, or possibly Jay Crowder to get some sort of deal done to offload Ibaka's contract. In that case, it would also be possible that the Bucks would have to depart with someone like Grayson Allen in the trade for Ibaka as well. Now, the Nets are currently looking to acquire a proven front court bench player who can protect the paint and space the floor. On a team with Ben Simmons, it is especially important to have that capability. Kevin Durant, who has lots of power in the Nets organization and has ties with Ibaka from their time together in OKC, may be a recipe for a trade here. On the other hand, the Heat are open to upgrading Dwayne Dedmon, and maybe Ibaka is an option they could benefit from taking a chance on. Similar to the Nets, it would be beneficial for Miami to prioritize their center depth that comes with floor spacing and shot blocking abilities. Now, lastly, even though there's been rumors about the Hawks acquiring Ibaka, it's hard for me to see the vision for why they would even want him in the first place. They already have Clint Capella and Onyeka Okongwu as center options. I don't think Ibaka would get many minutes on that team, but then again, who knows? Again, these could just be rumors.